All right, so the first fuel that I'm going to use is this right here. It's 4-cycle fuel, ethanol free. I plan to use only ethanol free gasoline in this motor, but I bought this at Napa. So this is going to be the first fuel to go into the outboard. On the first startup, I'm just going to use a 5-gallon bucket, fill it with water in my driveway, and just go ahead and see if it'll start here instead of taking it to the launch and trying. I want to make sure it starts here before putting it in the water. All right, that almost filled it up, not quite. I have a second can over here. I put a little bit more in there to fill it up. When you're running these motors, you have to pay attention to this top vent. You know, if you're traveling or storage, you can close the vent, but when you are getting ready to run the motor, you need to open that vent on top of the gas cap. When you crank these motors, the steps are you make sure the vent is open, you make sure it's in neutral, your lanyard with your kill switch that's supposed to be engaged, and you also have to turn the fuel on right here, and the open position is down. So once you've got those steps, and it's also supposed to be in start, that's upside down, but those are the steps before you start pulling the rope. The one step that I failed to mention is also the choke. So you'll pull the choke out all the way, and as the engine starts to warm up, you just push the choke back in. All right, y'all, I think that is going to be the final update until it's time to dunk this thing in the water. I've done all the steps. I feel comfortable. The motor's running. Took quite a few pulls. I was a little bit surprised that it took as many pulls as it did to fire up. You know, especially with my massive upper body strength, I was afraid I was going to like rip the insides out of that motor, but luckily it held up. Now just one pull, it's cranking up fine, so I just didn't want to do that at the boat launch. I want to kind of go down there confident that one pull it'll work, and I can get out of everybody's way in case there are people at the launch. So all right, the next video you see about the Solo Skiff after this one is hopefully in the water. Thanks for watching, y'all.